Hello, welcome on my channel Sasha Things and welcome in my last Halloween video. I saved the best for last because today I'm going to show you how you can make some Wolverine-like scratches, bloody and open on your face to go to a party for Halloween or something. And I really am excited because I only did this look one time before, a few years ago when I had a Halloween party. And so I hope it will work. Before I start, I really want to ask you to subscribe on my channel and give me the thumbs up if you like my video, because that's the way I can grow on YouTube and I'm just a new one. So you can really help me out by clicking on the thumb and clicking on the subscribe button there, I believe. And maybe you want to push the notification bell so you can get a notification if I put something new on YouTube. Slow down, Sasha, with your speaking. Otherwise, no one can hear you. And that's it. So let's start and let's put some makeup on this face. Alright, so before I put on some makeup, I really want to start with the scratches because I'm going to use some liquid latex. And that will stick on your face better than it will stick on makeup. So that's the first step we are going to make. But before we go in with any of latex, I really want to make a little guideline where I'm going to put the scratches. So I used my contour palette and I just want to think of a scratch. So I maybe start hair out of the way, I say, like here. And I think this is enough guideline. And I don't know if you see it because it's really not that dark. But this is a great guideline, I think. And I'm going to use my own nails. What do you think of this one? I especially made them for this video because otherwise I don't have anything on. And that's not that nice. And I'm a nail tech at the first place. So I really want to have nice nails if I'm shooting. And in my last video, I made this nails and I put a link in here. And in that video, I did not wear any nails on this hand, and that's really not my thing. So probably we'll never see that again. So second guideline. So we have our guideline here. So I think the second one is going to be a little bit like here, then around the eye, like that maybe. And the middle, we put on 4 lines and the middle ones are longer than the side ones because it's like a wolf scratches you and a wolf does not have 4 nails equally beside each other. So they're not equally long. So again, I will use my own scratchy nails to try out if it's something. I think it is. So we go in with this third one. And this is one who goes over, I think, a bit more here. Like so, maybe. And then the fourth one is also a bit less long. And this is just a guideline, people. It's not really how it will turn out to be, but I think it's okay. So maybe we're going to get it over the lip. And I think 1, 2, 3, it's okay. So now we're ready to put on some latex. Here I have a tube of liquid latex and I really think it smells like cat pee, but okay. And I have a little medical cup because I thought maybe it's a great idea to put it somewhere in instead of using the tube on itself. So this is the reason I thought maybe it's handy to put it in a cup. Then I have an old brush, so it's not that great anymore. And I don't recommend to use a new brush because you are going to work with latex and it's going to get in your brush. Oh, I really have a great tip of the day about that, about cleaning up this stuff. So don't miss the tip of the day at the end because it's a really great one. So let's put it on the face. So I dip in my brush and I put on some latex on the face, just like that. Then I cut out some toilet paper and it's just the back layer, one layer of the toilet paper. You can also use tissues or kitchen paper, but kitchen paper and toilet paper are pressed, have a pressed in design, and tissues don't have that. So maybe tissues are better, but in my case, I use a stroke of this. So I think I will going to fold it in one to fold it. And then I will try to put it on my face, and I also try to do it like that, that you can see it. So that's going to be very difficult maybe. And oh, it's sticky, put it on the face. Then we go in with the brush again. We take some liquid latex and we are going in over the paper. And you really want it to be all coverage. You want to have it a good coverage. And maybe we work it up in a little point. On to the second. And you really want to be careful with your eyes with this stuff because I don't think you want to have this into your eyes. So we first going in with a little bit. And again, we go in. Oh, and then we go in again with the tissue, if it's want to work. Like there. You put it down. In the meanwhile, I grab another one. And I also going to fold this because I really think that is thick enough. So I also going to make this a little bit tinier, and you put it on the latex. Like this. And maybe we can glue this a bit down already. Like that. Then we go in again with the latex, and maybe not in the hair. So you really want to make sure that it's sticky all the way. Otherwise it won't stay on. And you really want to have it also on the lip, because otherwise your scratch is broken, and that's really not the case if you get scratched by a werewolf. So we go in and be careful around the eyes with the latex. And also a little bit around here. And then I grab a little tiny piece and put it on. And again, we go in with the latex. And this is really a job you want to take your time for. So let's speed this up a bit. Like that. Oh, you see, and this is around my mouth is already scratching. That's really great because otherwise you can't speak. Then we give this a dry. This is a very important step. You really want to make this dry. So we're going to make this dry. And I'll be right back. Oh, it looks very, very weird. And it's also tight on your face. So go in for the second layer. So again, I grab my brush. I put some on top of, oh, you really want to watch out with that kind of things. You do not want this everywhere. You really want to put it on a bit thick. And again, we go in with a piece of toilet paper, and I almost forgot to fold it. Like this, and you put it on the wet stuff. Tap it, tap it, tap it a bit. Like this. And you guessed it already, in with latex. So you tap it on and you try to make it a little bit flat. Otherwise it looks too much like paper. So you really want to work this in like this. And you really want to be sure that you touched every single piece of the toilet paper or the tissue or the kitchen towel, whatever it is that you are using. So now we go in for the second layer of latex on the second stroke of paper. And you really want to be sure again that you touched everything so your paper is sticking the way you wanted it. Again, a fold paper on top of the stickiness. Ooh, not like this. But maybe just like this. You touch it, you touch it. You touch it while you're pressing it. Oh. And a little loose parts you will get off. And you push it down on the wetness, on the latex. And also on this one, we go in with the latex and try not to put it in your hair. Just make it all the way wet. And just be careful around the eye. So this way the paper is going to be a little bit bumpy, and that's great for the look because we're going to cut it open later on, and then it like damaged skin besides the scratch. So this is a really good thing to happen because this way it looks a little bit more dramatical. And you really want to be careful with the eyes because this is really a little bit dangerous, I believe. And I really don't think you want to have this into your eye or into your mouth So also the underside. And again, I'm going to hurry this up a bit. So I'm busy with the last stroke on my face, and you really want to be sure this time that you have enough of latex on your face, because if this is going to dry, it needs to stay on. So it's really important that you check it, that it's all the way wet of latex. So maybe I think I forget this one. Yes, I did, because this is looking very dry and so fast it's never going to dry out. So this is the look right now. And again, we're going to give this a long time of drying because this is really need to be dry. So I'm going to do this and I'll be right back. So a few hours later, no, not a few hours. It's like 10 minutes or something, just with a blower, or maybe 15. I did not watch the time, but you really need to take time to dry this up. And you really want to, I put down my blower, and you really want it to be a little bit sticky, but not too much. Then we go in with the foundation, just like normal. You put it on your forehead, everywhere, and also on the paper. So it's just like you are going to put, I do it like this, maybe you can see it better. You put it just on the face like you normally will do. Then I will take my colored foundation powder, and it's a compact powder, and I'm going in with a little sponge and I tap in the powder just to have a little bit extra on the face, and also it helps to dry the latex more. But we really want it to be it as nice as you can, as normal as you know. So maybe this will mess up your sponge, but normally normally you have more of this in the house, so it doesn't matter. And then I think we're almost done. I really want to have a tiny bit on my eye again. Yes. You see, it seems like scars already. So we go in with a normal routine. So I give a little bit of contouring on my jawline, up to the ear, around the chin, and also the other side, of course. And I really try to hurry this up a bit because otherwise it's going to take a very long time, this video, and too much time is not that what you want. So on the cheek to make it a little bit more fine, and also on this area, and maybe a bit there to color it up more. Then of course we go in with a little bit of bronzing because we win a half a bit of color. So this one doesn't have a mirror. So I grab mine. And we go in with a little bit of extra color on the forehead, away with the hair, and down to the temple. And I really use the dark colors because otherwise you can see nothing, because the scars are taking over every side, and a bit on the nose. And immediately we go in with the eyeshadow. I have a green eyeshadow in the middle from Revolution, and with that color I go in on my eyelid, and it's very weird to do this like this, and also at the top. Oh, it feels very strange to do this with all this on the face. And I have my eyeshadow on my chair between my legs. Nice info. So that's why I look down, because I need to grab a little bit extra. And you really want to try to do it like you normally will do. And then I take my Floral Romance eyeshadow palette by Max and More. It's a nice one. And I will go in with my greenish tint of glitter at the end of the eye. And it turns out to be a little bit purplish, and I think it's okay, because you really can make this look dramatical. And of course we're going to blend this out. Like normal, we go in with a touch of lightness in the corner of our eyes, and I choose from my same Revolution palette the white, just a normal white, and I put it in the corner and a bit below. I like to take it a little bit lower than normal. I don't know why, but you know, makeup does not have rules, so I like this, and that makes it okay. So we go in with the white in the corner, and again we blend this out. And then I have a Fab Factory Sparkly Classic palettes, beauty palettes, and it's from Fab Factory, and I will going to use the shiny white, and I put it almost over the whole area because it gives it a little bit sparkle. And I just tap it in like it's everywhere, just a bit, you know, so it sparkles the bull. It sparkles it up. It sparkles the bull up. The bull is Dutch, not for a bull, but a lot, or everything. So I try to wipe it off later on from my face. So you really try to tap it in a bit, and then we try to blend this out. You see, it's already nicer than just the green. And that's the way I look. That's the look I looked for. Yes. So away with the eyeshadow and in with the brow pencil. So I really like to give my own brow a little bit of a brush. And of course not this one, because you cannot see it. So I take my pencil and I make it a bit darker. And I hope you can see this all. And I really like to push it out a bit to make my brow a bit more longer. I love that. So now I try to make my other eyebrow also, and I really don't have a clue if this is going to work, because this is really up on the paper. So there's almost none visible. Ooh! Maybe I need to try don't drop everything on the floor when I'm busy. So I really try to make this an eyebrow, but I don't think it's going to work with this. So I try to clean it up a bit, and I do another round. But as you can see, I don't think this will go to work, because I don't know why. So I go in with some contouring color, and that makes more of an eyebrow, I think, than it will be like this. And I think I just leave it like this. There's going to be blood over it. There's going to blood around it, so you won't see it that much. eyeliner. And I really try my best to hurry this up a bit and still in a way that you can see it. So maybe it's better if I turn this way around. And I really think you can make a thicker eyeliner in this look because there's so many things going on your face that you won't see it if you take it too small. So don't be afraid of your eyeliner. And just make it a bit thicker as you normally will. Just like that. So, of course, for the end, we go in with some mascara from Maybelline New York. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. And we give the eyelashes a bit blackness, of course. And I don't recommend you to work with eyelashes because there's, again, so many things going on your face that it will be not that visible. So it will really be a shame of your eyelashes. So I think we're ready to cut the wounds. So in the meanwhile, I put on some lipstick and I grab my scissors. And why the scissors? Because we go in to cut a little piece open. And I think you really want to be careful with this because otherwise you cut into your face and that's not what you want. So really, really be careful. And you really want to pull it up a bit while you are cutting. And this way we make a scratch. And because of the layers of paper, it will turn out to be a bit of skin-like thickness. So it's very difficult to do this with just one hand, but I think we're here. Yes, we're here. So you really want to be sure that it's open. And otherwise you pull it a little bit open. And maybe even you cut out a bit of latex, and I will go to this outside screen because I cannot work. Maybe I can put it this screen like there. Yes, this is working. I put my mirror there and now it's working, I think. So maybe we give it a little bit of extra. Ooh, you don't want to pull it off, of course. You see, it's a bit of a gap and that's what you want. So we go on with the second. This is much better with two hands. And I really think you can see it also now. And I really think that the mirror cannot be in the way anymore. And you work your way up. Or you work your way down. And you really want to try to put it up a bit before you cut. And it's a really great idea just to pull the skin a bit tight. And it's really not a problem if it's cut rough, because no wolf is going to take care of a perfectly fine scratch. So also this is going to be open and you really want to be sure that everything is cut out like it's supposed to be. Otherwise you cannot make it look like open skin. Alrighty then, so when you're done cutting, you will try to pull it open a bit. And if you don't think it's open enough, you can always cut some pieces off in the middle so you can see more inside. But I really love the hanging skin part stuff, you know, so it's like here, it's like the skin is hanging down on the face, and I really, really love that. So we're just going to pull it up a bit open, so it seems like a wound, like this. Yeah, it looks like a wound already, and it looks really like it's scratched open, you know. So now I'm gonna make it bloody and woundy. For that, I am thinking of using lipstick because that's the most liquid red I have, and I really think that that's great to use. So if it's not, it's not. And I also have blood, so at the end we fix it up with blood. And I think I start with my red lipstick. I have a small brush. We go in the wound and also a bit to try it to make the whiteness of the paper also red. You see? And you go in with some redness. Oh, and it is a great idea to use a dark red lipstick. You see? It's already woundy, and I really want to try to make this a bit open more. Like that. Later on I go in with a liquid lipstick, so the whiteness of the paper is going to get away by the liquid powder. Liquid powder. Liquid powder. Lipstick. Yes, lipstick. Oh, it seems already like it's a wound. Just with lipstick. Oh, and I really think it's great already. Oh yes, and don't forget the other one here. So, okay. Okay. Then I think I go in with my reds, lovely reds lip stick, and it's a matte pro lipstick. And this is the lipstick I want to use to make the white not that white, and it gives a little bit extra color on the dark red. But really, it's just to be sure that you won't see any redness or whiteness on the fake skin. You see, you really want to be sure that the whiteness is gone, and then you can hang out the skin like it's hanging off your face. So we're going to make the white as red as we can. So away with the whiteness. And in with the red. So again, I take my Revolution eyeshadow palette and I take a little bit of black and I put it just on the redness here and there to give it a bit of depth, and also again away with the hair. So a little bit onto the skin also, and that's the part you want to tap, I believe. So you really want to make some pieces black. So I'm going to tap a little bit around the wounds with the black. So again, I use the same palette for a little bit of a bruise purplish color. And also that is going to go on the sides of the latex. So we give the skin a bit of irritation. And that's also going to hide a bit of the latex. And you know, it's a bruising business getting scratched with a werewolf. So it's not that weird that your skin is a little bit irritated. Yes, it's bloody time. It's bloody time. I bought some Superstar fake blood. And I never use fake blood, so I think you're gonna shake it. I open it up and it's already open, so I grab a little bit of tissue like this, and then I think you're going to drop it on a bit inside the wound. And it's really a bloody color, and I get it on my shirt. Well, okay, then this is going to be my Halloween shirt. Ooh, again I get it on my shirt, so I don't think you want to use this a lot just out of the bottle. So you really want to be careful with your blood, because it's runny and you really want to be careful with it. But it's a really nice color, I believe. So it drips around my face, and that's really not a problem. So you really want to be careful with this blood. I don't know if it's getting out of your clothes. So you see, it's going to live his own life. And then I think I tap a bit around the skin, just to make it a bit messy. And just don't pinch your blood tube too much. Ooh, because otherwise you're going to get messy. So you really want to give this a dry. So I hope I won't die about with this. Okay, so we're going to give this a dry. Woo! We're going to give this a dry. So this is the look. What do you think? And this is the look with my hair down again. So what do you think? I love it. So I really think that it's a lot of work with putting on your tissues. And when it's on, it's not that difficult to make it look like a wound. And I really think that is great. So I think I'm going to change for my party tonight. And I wish you a lovely day. And I hope you want to give me a thumbs up and subscribe on my channel if you liked it. And I wish you a nice day. And I see you in my next video. And then it's not Halloween anymore. So have a nice Halloween party. Have a nice Halloween. And think of me. And try this look. Bye.